Hey everyone, how's everybody doing? I'm gonna give you guys a minute to jump on here with me. I've got something really fun to talk about, so I'm kind of excited about it. I love giving out information that I think a lot of people will be able to use. Hey Marcia, how you doing? Yvette, I'm glad you're here. Joan, how are you doing? Welcome. Just really happy to see everyone. Let's see. Hey Timothy, welcome. Hey Beverly from Las Vegas. Hi from Arizona. Aloha Elizabeth. Patricia, glad that you're here. Jamie, so good to have you here. Ellen, so great to have you from the Netherlands. Love to know what your weather's like. Nancy, welcome. Lisa, welcome. Donald, hey, is it cold in Chicago or is it a little bit warmer? I know the weather's been weird everywhere. Hey from Seattle, so glad to have you here. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump in, everybody. I feel like that there's a lot of people that probably deal with this. We live in such a stressful society. We just do. I even see little children that are stressed out, which makes me really sad. People should be enjoying life a little bit better, and especially children. And so a lot of people today struggle with insulin resistance. What does that mean? That means that when we eat insulin responding foods, what normally should happen is the insulin should transfer into our cells, and when we need that insulin for energy, it can transfer out. What happens when they become resistant is the door's broken. So nothing can get in, nothing can get out. And so it creates a huge problem with blood sugar issues, and it creates a big problem with weight. Now, what people don't realize is when you're really stressed out, that the adrenals release cortisol, and then the liver responds with glucose, and the pancreas responds with insulin. So you can be someone that is in a very stressful situation and not be eating bad, or not even be eating much, and you'll find that you're going to gain weight through the midsection. That's kind of the pattern. And so there are a lot of people that even struggle with sleep because their insulin levels are really high at night. They actually get their cortisol levels, their cortisol levels, they actually get them what I call flipped. And I've had to help people flip them back to where they want. And what's supposed to happen is cortisol should be really high in the morning, and then it's supposed to drop off and taper off, and then you should be able to go to sleep at night. But what happens is people's levels are really low in the morning. They're really tired. They don't feel like getting out of bed. And then at night, they're really high, so they have a hard time falling asleep. You see this a lot in your little night owl people. And what people don't realize is our body regenerates between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. in the morning. That is the most important time for you to be getting sleep, especially when it comes to weight loss. Now, if you are someone that is insulin resistant and struggling with cortisol levels that are high at night, it will make it more difficult for you to lose weight, especially through the midsection. So I had someone tell me that they've done some resets and they really noticed a difference, like in their face and other places where their body composition has changed, but their midsection is where they're struggling. And so you have to address the insulin issue. Some natural things that do it if you're not on medication, if you think that you might be a person that's insulin resistant. And one of the huge indicators is if you have a lot of abdominal fat, more than likely you're leaning in that direction. And so there are blood tests that you can do. You can check your glucose levels, you can check insulin, and you can check hemoglobin A1C. Those will help you to definitely define it. But it doesn't hurt for you to use alpha lipoic acid. Alpha lipoic acid is a great ingredient because it does help with resistance. It's good because it's the gatekeeper to your insulin. It tells your body, no, we're not storing it, put it over here, we're burning it right now. It also works really well at detoxification of the liver. It's a great ingredient for that. So alpha lipoic acid, there's a lot of benefits to having that as a supplement. The one I like is by Jarrow Formulas, Jarrow. You want a sustained release that works the best, and you want it to have biotin. I do the 300 milligrams. Anything over 100 milligrams when you're getting into alpha lipoic acid, it robs biotin from the body. Yes, that's correct, Jarrow. And so that's why I love their sustained release. You feel great on it. Like I said, there's multiple things that alpha lipoic acid, I could do a whole Periscope just on that alone. And so if you think that you're doing that, adding that to your morning day, because it'll last you all through the day, will help clean up multiple things in your body. So that's a natural thing that you can do it. It's Jarrow, and you want their 300 milligram sustained release. You can get it on Amazon, any place, so no matter where you live. So that's a great thing to use. How much? You'll take 1 pill in the morning. That's it. And so you're going to do that. And someone's been kind enough, Authentic Connect Well, wrote exactly how to spell it. So just look it up. And like I said, go to Amazon. You can get it. Incorporate it first thing in the morning with your morning meal. Another thing too, with that you have got to work on with that too is you want to make sure that if you're having a problem with your cortisol levels being high at night, and again, that's usually, like I said, if you find you have more energy at night and you're really tired in the morning, or sometimes I'll see with people where their cortisol level will dip too soon, meaning around 5 or 6 o'clock at night, they're ready to go to bed for the night. They're tired. And that means that their cortisol, the high level, started too early in the day. And so, getting on an adrenal supplement, can you take that with a diabetic med? No, because the diabetic medication helps to lower glucose levels and kind of does a similar thing. And so you do not take that if you are on diabetic medication. It will take your blood sugar too low. So do not do that. If you're on your medication, take your medication. That's what it's designed to do. But this is for people that are not on medication, that have midsection weight. They think they're struggling. They may be insulin resistant. They'll get benefit no matter what. So if you're finding that your cortisol levels are dipping too soon, taking a good adrenal support in the morning would be good. And I think I'm going to address that on a Periscope tomorrow. Show you the one I like and what I use, and you just Google it and you can find it. You need to get on a support that gets your levels so that your adrenals are functioning at their highest level. Now, if you have high cortisol levels at night, thank you guys for the hearts. I so appreciate them. It really means a lot to me, and that's your way of showing me that you appreciate the information that I'm giving you. So thank you, thank you. Yes, can I talk about, I'll tell you what, tomorrow I will talk about cortisol adaptogens tomorrow. I'll do a Periscope for you guys on that. And so we will address that tomorrow. And again, I'll show you a formulation that I happen to like, and even give you some other ones that you guys can find. So we'll address that. Now, if your cortisol levels are too high at night, what you need to do, I'd say around 6, 7 o'clock at night, is you need to get, yes, I will begin. You guys can have that. So make sure you like my fan page. But you want to take some phosphatidylserine at night, because what it's going to do, it doesn't lower cortisol levels. That is such a myth. What it does is it actually improves the receptor sites so that the body can say, oh my gosh, we've got too much cortisol, and it helps balance those levels. So it's really, really important. If you're finding that you have all this energy at nighttime, more than likely you need to be able to use alpha lipoic acid is good to support adrenal fatigue. No, it doesn't. It has a different function. Like I said, there's multiple things. I could do a whole Periscope on that, and I may do that in the future. But this right now, today, I'm trying to help this person get through what they need. And I'm looking at that, let's see. Okay, so anyway, that's what I want to address today is you have to get your cortisol levels balanced. Cortisol is basically tells your body, because of the way it creates an insulin response, insulin is the fat storing hormone. So anyway, I really, really want to hit that. So if you are carrying that midsection weight and you are concerned about, oh, I can't get that off, then I would highly recommend that you use both the alpha lipoic acid and then also some phosphatidylserine. So I'm going to wrap this up, and you know what I'm going to do for you guys today right now is I'm going to grab that adrenal product and talk about adrenals for a few minutes. So give me a few minutes and I will be right back.